Hello everyone, my name is Don. I am here today to talk about the awesome power build I used in the last beta weekend. If you didn't watch the video, take a look on this real quick.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Ever since that video was released, a lot of people asked about this, and of course I shared the link of the build. But I wanted to give it more attention. Help you understand why I made some choices. So here I am. I will try to explain every aspect of this build to you, the best way I can. I am not using in-game footage because I forgot to record a build guide about it. And to be honest, I didn't thought people would be so interested about this build. But turns out they are. Instead, I will be using a build calculator. You can find the link above or in the description below. Let's get started. Usually, I like to start the talk about the items and upgrade the items first. As you can see, I am using Marauder's Amulet. I hate using Marauder or Berserker because Necromancer and Reaper are focused a lot. So, the extra HP may help you to survive a little bit longer. Maybe enough to your teammates arrive or the time it takes for an important skill comes out cooldown. For runes, I choose Strange Runes. It boosts your power damage even more and help you maintain your might stacks, which is pretty important in this build, because you have max stacks of might for most of the time. I used the Great Sword as primary weapon and staff as secondary. On Great Sword, I'm using Sigils of Strength and Air. Sigil of Strength will help you maintain your might stacks, and Sigil of Air is a nice damage boost, especially with your high critical chance. On Staff, I'm using Sigils of Air and Fire. I switch to Staff every time I enter in Shroud, so our attacks benefit from our Sigils choice. Reaper Shroud skill 1 have a crazy damage boost because of these sigils. Okay, now we will follow up with the traits. In this build, I use the combination of Spite, Soul Reaping and Reaper. It gives you great damage, life force regeneration, and sustain. On Spite line, we have the minors Reaper's Might, Death's Embrace, and Siphoning Power. Reaper's Might provides you more might when attacking Shroud. Death's Embrace helps you apply more vulnerability and to get a rally when downed. Siphoning Power increases your might cycles like crazy. On Spite line, I pick Bitter Chill, Chill of Death, and Close to Death. Bitter Chill applies vulnerability every time you chill a player, and we know that the Reaper is the Chill King. So, we are talking about nearly 25% damage boost permanent. Chill of Death is an awesome trait. It removes 3 boons when your target gets below 50% health, make them weaker. Inflict Chill, which means vulnerability, which means damage boost, and deal a direct damage, I would say something around 1k damage. Close to Death, that increases your damage by 20% when your target is below 50% health. This is some serious damage boost, especially when your target is so low on HP. Our next line is Soul Reaping. The minors in this line are Glutton, Last Gasp, and Strength of Undeath. Glutton increases your life force gain from skills. It has some nice synergy with your weapons. Last Gasp is a free Stonebreaker that also helps you get life force. And Strength of Undeath make you have more HP in Shroud and boost your damage. Soul Reaping is the line you take if you want more sustain, Shroud, and life force regeneration. On this line I pick Soul Marks, Vital Persistence, and Death's Perception. Soul Marks helps you generate life force using Staff. Although, I'm not sure if this choice is the best, since we have much better life force generation on Reaper line. I will make a more specific test on this on next battle weekend. Vital Persistence is mandatory as Reaper. If you don't take it, your life force will degenerate so fast that you won't even see. Your shroud will just melt. And depth perception, that will increase your critical chance by 50% while in shroud. That means a lot more damage. And for last, the Reaper line. I think this line is simply fantastic. Here we have our minor traits: Shroud Knight, Shiver of Dread, and Cold Shoulder. Shroud Knight is the ability to equip Great Sword and change your Death Shroud into Reaper Shroud. Shiver of Dread, every time you fear someone you apply chill. And Cold Shoulder, that makes your chill last longer and you take less damage from shielded people. In a depth, I pick Chilling Nova. Every 10 seconds, when your skill crits, you will apply chill around your target. That also will do some nice damage, almost 1k damage effortless. On Master Trait, I pick Chilling Force. This trait helps you generate life force and maintain your might stacks when hitting a shield player. And for Grandmaster, I pick Blighter's Boon. This one, in my opinion, is the best trait in this line. You get life force or HP every time you get a boon on you, and you are getting might stack every 1 second because of traits and sigil. Man, this is crazy. Okay, let's get over the important points here. Reaper is the Chill King. Chill is equal to vulnerability, that is equal to damage boost. Might is equal to damage, that is equal to life force and HP regeneration, that is equal to sustain. Power Reaper is crazy, man, just crazy. Okay, let's head for weapons and utility skills. As primary weapon, we have the Great Sword. As I said in one of my last videos, this weapon is my favorite now. Great Sword's auto attack deals some good damage, generate life force, and apply chill. Next, we have Gravedigger. This skill is the sh**. It's an AoE skill that hits for 10k damage, and when your target is below 50% health, it becomes spammable. This skill is the best. You really feel like a Reaper when using it. Death Spiral is your life force generator, and also applies vulnerability that boosts your damage. Nightfall is a good defensive skill, in my opinion. It cripples and blinds players around you. You can use this for some HP leeching combo, or even to stomp players. And Grasping Darkness. This one I feel it's cool but needs some tweaks. The idea to pull someone to you then rip their soul is cool, but the skills still have some issues. But I'm confident they will fix this soon. As secondary weapon we have the Staff. This is more of a defensive weapon set in this build. You can use it to apply some pressure from range, prevent stomp on your teammates, fear melee players that come for you, and transfers conditions away. Okay, now let's take a look at our new Shroud skills. As auto attack, we have these incredible fast hitting skills and deals a good damage, and also grant you might stack per hit because of Spike trait. Death Charge is the mobility we always asked for. The distance it goes is not far, but the cooldown is relatively low. It can also be used defensively because of the blind application. Infusing Terror. This is really a good skill. This skill gives you a good time of stability and you can choose to turn it on an AoE fear. Soul Spiral, most known as Spin to Win. This skill hits pretty hard in AoE and still apply poison, making resurrections harder to happen. Executioner's Sight. This is another skill that makes you feel like a real Reaper. A big ass sight hitting players on head is so fun to watch. It stun, chill, and deal more damage to players with low HP. Now, it's time for the utility skills. You must be thinking, Power Reaper without wells, it's not gonna work. The thing is, Reaper already have enough cleave and pressure without wells. If you want AoE on a team fight, just use Reaper Shroud 4. If you want to put pressure on downed player, spam Gravedigger until everyone's dead. No real need to pick wells, in my opinion. Our heal is the old Consumed Conditions. It has some negative points, but still is our best heal in my opinion. It heals more for every condition you have while cleansing. As Stonebreaker, we have the Flesh Worm. It's a 32 seconds cooldown Stonebreaker that gets you out of tough situations with the teleport. Spectral Walk is another Stonebreaker on 60 seconds cooldown that also helps life force generation. It helps you travel from point to point if it's really important, like joining a team fight as soon as you can will increase your team's chance to win, or prevent a decap. And our third skill slot is situational. I usually alternate between Corrupt Boom and Plague Signet. You know how hard it is for power build kill Bunker's build, right? As Necromancer you don't have such trouble. Bunker builds most of the time get their sustain from booms, and Necromancers can just corrupt them all. So, with Corrupt Boom you can corrupt a Bunker's boom and deal the max damage you can before he reapply it. Or you can use Plague Signet if you are having troubles against condition builds. You know, Burn Guardians, Condition Mesmers, and our elite skill. This skill can be modified depending on the role you will be playing. If your role will be support fights with your DPS, then Lich Form is the best choice. This skill can end team fights real quickly if you don't get focused. Or Shield to the Bone, if your role is to take care of side points. Side points usually 1 or 2 players, so Shield to the Bone fits perfect. You can stun and shield them, making you hit harder while they hit less because of your traits. I think I got everything covered. I may have forgot something. You know how these things are. I hope it was helpful and you understood my choice for this build and how it works. If you have anything to add or just ask, don't hesitate to comment below. This is it for now, guys. See you on weekend with a very special video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content like this.